Hey, John,
Hey, Sanoj, what's up?
do you know what these last 2 weeks of the Sixers blundering through the season reminded me of?
Why don't you tell me?
Have you seen the clip of the McDonald's CEO biting into his product and made that disgusting face?
I have.
All right, the moment of truth.
That's how I'm looking at the Sixers right now.
Josh Harris. Yep, he's our CEO, and he cares nothing about winning.
And doesn't care about the product.
This is Ring the Damn Bell, your weekly shot of Sixers news, stories, and heartbreak. Let's go trust the neighbors.
Well, anyway, welcome to Ring the Damn Bell. I'm John,
I'm Sanoj.
and we are here to talk about this this phenomenally performing, unbelievably exciting, great run we're having with this team that sucks right now.
And they ended it by barely beating a tank team, a team that's intentionally tanking.
You know, they won last night, right? And I didn't feel good about that win.
It was...
We needed a 14-2 run with 4:51 left in the game to beat a 18-44 team.
7-game losing streak.
Unbelievable.
A team
It
that's
really
intentionally tanking.
it was really bad.
There was only one All-Star on the floor. It was Tyrese Maxey, and they barely beat this team. A team that doesn't have Jaren Jackson, Laurie Markkinen, Walker Kessler. I know we didn't have Embiid and George
Jaren Jackson
and VJ, but yeah.
yeah, it was
I don't
really
know.
it was really bad. And now, okay, we had 4 starters out as well, right? So, but when you're playing, let's
We're playing to not to be in the play-in, to get into a nice seeding of the playoffs. They're intentionally tanking.
well, once again, we had Nick Nurse ISO ball.
Yep.
We have I'll tell you, Andre Drummond looked like he didn't even want to be there last night. It was sickening. There was no energy. Tyrese Maxey playing hero ball. Everybody watching the ball, right there. You know, how do you go toe to toe with a team that bad and not put them away? I don't care if you're losing, if you're down 4 starters. It was just.
I'm thinking about the Sixers, and you mentioned Drummond. Did you hear about his stat against the Spurs?
No,
I believe he chucked up 7 shots in 5 minutes.
I did see that. He broke a yeah, I did
against
hear
one of the
that.
best centers in the league, Wembanyama.
Unbelievable.
And everyone is wondering what's going on. He was pulled and never saw from again.
He thought it was, and that's what I think. That's why he was so depressed last night. But I thought he believed it was him against Wemby. Yeah, that's ridiculous. But did you hear the other stat that the Sixers have broken this year? They broke a record this year.
Let's hear it.
So they're the first team in NBA history to lose 3 home games by more than 40 points.
40 points. Yes. They're on a roll today.
It's disgusting.
Can I tell you, I was hoping we can go through one episode. For the last 2 months, every single episode, we are talking about Nick Nurse, we're talking about Josh Harris, we're talking about the GM, Daryl Morey. Can we go one episode where we don't have to talk about them, but every single episode comes back to them now?
You know why we can't?
Tell me.
Because they're the problem.
They're the huge problem.
You know, let's talk about the problem. Here's the problems we have. We have 2 max contracts that I think Embiid's got $190 million left on his contract.
Do you know he's with us until 2029?
Yeah. Paul George has 2. I think he's got next year left with us, right? So did you hear the rumor that Daryl Morey was going after Kawhi Leonard?
He's playing NBA 2K.
I think that's bull. By the way, there's no feasible. I heard a lot of podcasters talking. First of all, it's stupid. There's no way to get it. What are the Clippers going to do? They're going to trade. They're going to take Paul George back. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, I thought the same thing you did. It didn't make sense. Why would the Clippers give him up? Maybe they thought there was a fire sale, right? James Harden requested a trade. He left. They traded Ivan Zubac, their starting center, who's pretty good, for 2 first-round picks. So maybe Daryl Morey thought maybe we can get Kawhi Leonard. Like, where is he getting this from?
That's stupid. It's just dumb. It was never going to happen.
And we keep saying. So do you remember when James Harden and the contract issues with Daryl Morey a few years ago, and he said Daryl Morey lied? Well, guess what? Daryl Morey lied again. What did he say in the beginning of the season when he drafted VJ Edgecombe? We figured it out. We want to go younger. We want to go better culture. We want to be athletic. So what do? You trade Jared McCain, and you get nothing in return.
Well, I'll go back to what I said in the last episode. I think that Jared McCain trade was. I think the team has quit on management. right? I think it was so demoralizing that I think it's going to be hard to come back from.
So I'm going to give you a little pushback on that again. So do players actually quit on the floor? I don't think so. We had talked about how every player wants to win. They don't like to lose. It's in them to win. I do think that there's a disconnect with their coach. There's a disconnect with the ownership. There's a disconnect with the whole organization as a whole. And I think it's coming to a head. And we saw Tyrese Maxey be very clear and verbal about his thoughts about the trade deadline and Jared McKinney at the presser.
He did. He said that. I don't think they don't quit for long. I think there was a letdown.
Yeah.
I think there was a demoralization that lasted for a while. And they just, the problem with this team is, too, when things start to go bad, they do kind of lay down. They don't have that fight. I mean,
Not Maxey. He is still playing hero ball.
He is playing hero ball. But last night it felt like he had to carry the entire team. But he was doubled all night long.
Do you know why he's always carrying the team? Because that's Nick Nurse's game plan.
ISO ball.
Practice. At practice, in training, he has a clipboard, and he just tells the team, I want Maxey to go to 80 for 1,000.
It's sickening.
And that's the game plan.
It's sickening. It's not, I watched Trendon Watford do it last night too. They spread the floor, play ISO ball. There's no movement. It's really sad. I mean, I just don't understand. I was.
Can I tell you how mad I am? I'm watching.
How mad are you?
I'm watching the Sixers Jazz game, and there's Nick Nurse and his coaching staff. Everyone's wearing black shirts, right? There's 2 or 3 rows of them, right?
They're in mourning.
There's the coaching staff. There's the trainers. There's the whole squad is there, right? Who's supposed to be making this team better, draw plays, just make them look like they belong on an NBA court. 3 rows of this coaching staff. What the are they doing? They're just sitting there doing nothing.
I don't know.
Josh Harris is about saving money and ROI. Get rid of them.
Here's the problem, and I was trying to say this, and I guess I lost my train of thought. But the problem is, you got max contracts. Nobody's gonna trade for Paul George. You're not gonna trade him.
Morey would.
You're not gonna trade Embiid. The problem, we have a coaching issue. We have a general manager issue. So you can fire Daryl Morey. You can fire Nick Nurse. But Josh Harris is still going to own the team. And I really am, I used to, talking points, I used to think that, well, how could he just not really care? We say, oh, he doesn't care about winning. I don't really think he does.
He doesn't.
I really don't think he cares about winning. I think, they duck the luxury tax. It's just, we need him to sell the team. He needs to sell the team. Josh, sell the fucking team.
Listen, I thought about this today, and I think I know how we can get Harris to sell the team.
How's that?
Donald Sterling was forced to sell the Clippers amid allegations of misconduct.
Oh, you want to set him
so
up?
we need to find Josh Harris caught in a spicy situation where he is forced to sell the team because he does not meet the code of conduct for the NBA.
You know what you just did? We're never going to get Josh Harris as a guest on our podcast now.
I don't want him as a guest.
He's not coming on.
Please. I'm not kidding.
I was this close.
Yeah.
But we're not going to get him.
Yeah, I will slam the door in his face. Get out of here.
It's really bad.
I'm week after week after week, we come to this podcast complaining about, I want us to move on. The Hornets are killing it. All these other teams are killing it. Why are we the only organization where the ownership treats this is one of the biggest markets in the NBA, one of the most rabid fan bases in the NBA, and you continue to shit on us.
And technically, one of the most talented rosters in the NBA on paper.
On paper, I guess.
It's really sad. Did you know the Jazz got fined $500,000 for tanking?
Intentionally tanking, and we barely beat them.
And we barely beat them. Yeah. How does that happen? I don't know. I'm amazed. I just don't understand.
I don't understand how Embiid never asked for a trade in his career with the Sixers. And what I'm worried about is, if they don't right the ship, Maxey, is he going to be a lifelonger with the Sixers?
I don't know. I just saw a magazine article where the 25 most influential Philadelphia sports figures over the past, 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
Maxey was in there. Maxey was number 23. You know who was not in there?
Who was not in there?
Joel Embiid.
Yeah. The injuries didn't help.
No, I think it's work ethic. It's reliability.
How many seasons has Maxey been in the league now with the Sixers?
This is, I think, his 6th year.
6th year, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has the most field goal attempts ever as a Sixer. In his 6th season, he's the leading 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's his work ethic. Because when he came into the league, I don't think he was known as a shooter.
Well, the league has changed too.
It's changed a lot.
I
But
mean,
he
you know,
had to
you're-
work on his game that much in 6 years.
Yeah, you did.
Over
And he-
Iverson, over Dana Barros, any other sharpshooters that we used to have.
You know who's on that list though? The top 5 or so.
Jabari Walker.
Jabari. We're talking about Jabari. In a
Your boy
minute.
Jabari.
My boy Jabari.
He's gonna get his flowers in a good way later.
You know, well, before I get to Jabari,
Yeah.
Tobias Harris is on that list for
Really?
threes too. He's a couple hundred behind.
He's a good dude.
Tobias Harris is a quality human being.
He is.
You know, he's not a great finisher around the rim, but he's a quality, and he's got a really good chance of winning a ring this year.
Yeah, that is true.
He's got a legitimate chance of winning a ring. So we'll see. But hey, you know who was the player of the game last night?
Mm-hmm.
Jabari Walker.
Jabari Walker, that's your boy.
First time in his career with 20-point games back to back.
Back to back, yep.
I will say he hit those 2 clutch free throws at the end to make it a two possession game, the icy game. You know, when we had to go on a 14-2 run to put the tanking Jazz away.
Jabari, thank you for your
Jabari.
service.
We love
That
you.
was
We love
awesome.
you. We love you, Jabari.
John
Jabari,
loves you.
Come on the podcast. We'll chat. But
All right.
you know who else got minutes last night?
Who did?
Kyle Lowry.
I think Nurse is trying to kill him. They have no f***ing guards. They're resulting to the 40-year-old Kyle Lowry who barely sniffs an NBA floor anymore.
Yeah.
What the f*** are they doing?
Thanks, Josh. This is all your fault. You know,
Josh, Nick Nurse, Daryl Morey, line them up. It's all of them.
it's ridiculous.
The 3 rows of coaching staff who has prime seats to every single game. What are they doing for the organization and their team?
You know what I'm sick of hearing?
What are you sick of hearing?
5, 4, 3. How do we just we play ISO ball? Okay, so you get 24 seconds when you bring the ball in from full court, right? Okay, so you got 24-second clock. How come almost every possession we have ISO ball being played? Somebody dribbles the ball around for 19 seconds, and then we have to force a shot up with 5 seconds, and you hear, I forget the coach's name that always runs up and down the court and yells, you know, he does the 5, like, because I guess the players can't see the shot clock, right?
You exactly called her every single play.
Every single play.
Every single play.
You can hear it on TV. You know, obviously when we're at the game, you can hear it, but it's like every single play. They run the clock down, and then we have to take a contested 3 or some ridiculous shot. Now, I don't know how we've won 34 games. Embiid's won. Embiid's been playing.
Do you have any Jared McCain stats since you've been with OKC? Do you have anything on you?
I know he
to
dropped-
talk about how disgusting this trade was. I want to preface this by saying if he was here, we'd be winning more games and this and that. Maybe not. But you would give Tyrese Maxey a little break. He doesn't have to be running 43 minutes a game getting tired. Oh, one of the podcasters made a really good point. Tyrese Maxey is like a well-tuned car. He's leaking now. There's oil leaking. And you traded away one of the mechanics that could have helped him. Now, the podcast didn't say mechanics part. I'm throwing that part in.
He's got 150,000 miles on him.
And Maxey would have, McCain could have been someone to relieve some of those minutes.
No doubt.
Did you see one of our favorite podcasters, Running Back Philly, break down what McCain is doing in OKC and how Nick Nurse had no fucking idea how to use McCain? He didn't like McCain. He put him in a 3-point spot. Yeah. McCain had no idea what to do. He plays 10 minutes a game, if that, every other game. So when he's out there, he doesn't know what to do. He's just throwing it up.
Well, sad part is McCain was really coming around before we traded him.
He was just starting to.
He was starting to come around. And it takes time, right? So he comes off a serious knee injury and then breaks his thumb in the beginning of the season. He's coming back. He had to get, look how long it takes to get an NBA game shape, right? You need games to get an NBA game shape. And he was getting there. And we traded him. But we got a lot back for him.
we got Rockets' first round pick, which is going to be nothing.
Oh, he had some technical difficulty, so we're back now.
We're back. Yeah, let's go.
So,
Still fired up.
Yeah, let's stay fired up. A lot of F-bombs being dropped in this episode.
I'm not a F-bomb dropper usually, but the way I'm feeling right now.
They've earned it.
They've earned it. That is true.
They've earned it. It's really bad. But hey, look, I don't know. I think again, you mentioned it. Would Jared McCain have us winning more games? Maybe not.
This is a good point I just thought of. So Kyle Lowry is a locker room guy, right? Is he really a locker room guy? The team is totally disconnected. This is Nick Nurse's buddy. That's why he's here. The locker room guy was Jared McCain.
Everybody loved Jared.
Everyone loved Jared McCain. And you took and when Daryl Morey said, I'm pretty sure we sold high. Why would you say that first of all? That's a bullshit thing to say.
That is complete bullshit.
And you did nothing with it.
No, we did nothing.
You went overseas to bring campaign back.
And he's really lighting it up, isn't he, man? He campaigns lighting it up. I don't know. You know what, Sanoj? We're going to get some players back on Saturday.
Who are you getting back?
We're going to get VJ back. We're going to get Joel back. And we're going to get Casey back. Okay.
Casey's always here. She never left us.
So, Sanoj, we're going to get some help back on Saturday.
Okay, so who's coming back?
We're going to get Joel back.
Is he definitely coming back, you think?
Well,
Wait, first of all, who are they playing Saturday?
playing the Hawks.
The Hawks.
They're going to
Okay.
get Joel back. Going to get KO back. Going to get VJ back.
Okay.
So
all
we
right.
got some help coming. And now let's look to the future. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're 34 and 28.
We're looking to the future.
We're looking to the future.
Okay.
Great thumbnail. Looking to the future. We're 34 and 28.
Mm-hmm.
We're a game ahead of the Magic and the Heat.
Mm-hmm.
We're actually tied in the loss column with the Magic.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 2 games in hand on them. We're a game and a half behind the Raptors. So we're in the 6th spot right now.
Yep.
Can we maintain that 6th spot? I'm going to try to go a little positive here and think March 25th, we get PG back. I know we're both big, huge PG fans.
I'm the biggest you've ever
Right.
seen.
He'll come back with 10 games left.
Mm.
If we stay in the playoff hunt, if we stay in the playoff top 6, what could happen? First round exit?
This is every single episode I say this. Is Embiid playing? If he's playing, we have a shot to win. That's what a superstar is. If he's playing, we have a shot to win. Now, to the second half of your question, I'm going to throw this back to you. If the playoffs ended today, Knicks are at number 3, Sixers are number 6, we'd have to go through New York. Thoughts? If everyone is healthy.
Look, we beat New York twice this year in
Yep.
Madison Square Garden. Right? So,
Do you think we can take on Brunson and Kat and Josh Hart and Michael Bridges and
Playoffs are-
Anunoby and go down the list?
playoffs are quite different.
They're
You know,
very intense.
There's certainly an intensity there. We'd have to shoot the ball well. We'd have to rebound well. You know, we can't let it
We
get.
can't rebound for shit, though.
I know, but I don't know. I don't understand.
You know what scares me the most? Embiid sits out in the playoffs. He has to sit out at some point, right? He's bad knees. Bona/bone hands come in, or
Bone
Drummond comes in. That's not good.
Well,
They're going to wipe us with the floor at those times.
They are. Well, I think Jabari is actually a pretty good rebounder. Is Jabari going to get rotation minutes in the playoffs? I don't know. Look, I think in the playoffs, the kind of things that Embiid's sitting out for now, he won't sit out for in the playoffs. I think this whole season has been about saving his body for the playoffs. I think that's why they've been so cautious. Now,
I think you're right.
It's a balance, right? Because you got to make the playoffs, right? Casey says that too. You got to make the playoffs.
She does not. She's very upset with this
She
Sixers
is.
also.
You know, if
Give
you,
her a big arch sandwich.
if you translate that dog language, it's F you, Josh. You know,
She knows. She's a smart
she
dog.
knows. She's a smart dog. She has Sixers garb. She does. She's a Sixers fan. She's an Embiid fan.
So does my doggy, Bailey.
She does. But
Anyway,
but I think that's the whole season's plan, right? Is to I don't think they're worried about seeding. They're just worried about a healthy Embiid for the playoffs. You know, and can he get there?
I'm going to ask you this also. What sucks as a Sixers fan and a Philadelphia fan is that on paper, when you think about this, if they're all firing on all cylinders, you have Paul George, Tyrese Maxey, Embiid, VJ,
KO.
Oubre, Grimes, go down the list. On paper,
Jared
it sounds
McCain.
like they can do it.
Oh, we don't have him anymore. Yeah,
On paper, it sounds like they can do something.
they could make a run.
I don't know, right? But the problem is they're going to go up against the Celtics, the Knicks, or the Cavs, or the Pistons.
You know, that Celtics game, they actually played pretty well,
Mm-hmm.
except they got crushed in second half points.
Yeah.
You know, again, it's
Do
like
you know who just beat them? The Hornets.
they didn't just beat them.
They whooped them.
They crushed them. And the Hornets, you know what? I'll tell you what, the Hornets right now scare me as much as the Celtics or the Knicks or the Pistons right now. The Hornets are a frightening team. And they are really playing good basketball right
I
now.
got a question for you. You've been a Sixers fan for a very long time. Have you ever been this mad with the team before?
Well, you know what? No, because
Really?
I don't think I've followed them as closely into the management strategy like I have this past few years being season ticket holders. But no, this is as pissed off as I've been because I think the reality of what Josh Harris brings here is so blatant. I mean, he blatantly cuts salary to duck the tax.
Yes.
And that to me is just you laid it out a couple episodes ago. You laid out the finances where I think he paid like 380 million for the team. It's now worth $5 billion, something like that.
$5 billion.
He got 20x on his investment. I mean, at this point, Josh, Jesus. I mean,
but do you remember with the '80s Sixers who the owner was? I forget the name.
Harold Katz.
Harold Katz, that's right. And he was a crumb bum himself. He did a lot of bad things, but
he also brought Julius Erving in.
Maybe it wasn't apparent because we didn't have the internet and all that stuff back then. But was there a thing where the owners were just money hungry, or were they just stupid?
I don't know. I think there was
behind the scenes. You just don't know because back then you didn't know. But everyone's trying to make money. That's the end game. But
I think when they won in '83, it was Harold Katz. I could be wrong. You guys can check me on that and tell me how stupid I am. But I think it was Harold Katz. Maybe it was Pat Williams. I don't know. Harold Katz, I think, died. But
he passed away.
I think he passed away. Yeah. But anyway, I don't know, Sanoj. What do you think? I mean, we'll see what happens here Saturday against Atlanta. We get some help back, and we'll see what happens down the stretch with health. I mean, that's really what it's all about. Season's not lost yet. I mean, we are still in the playoffs. I mean, we just went through
the sucker in me says it's not lost, but the intelligent side of me says it is. I don't see them marching into the playoffs strong and going deep.
Today is March 5th.
5th.
Today was the day I had to make a decision on renewing my season tickets.
What'd you do?
I did nothing. That means they renew. So you had to actively not renew.
Just like a subscription to anything.
Yeah. So we're in again next year. We'll see what happens. But anyway. Well, look, guys, anything else, Sanoj? I think that might do it for this week.
I want to see Embiid play again. I already miss him playing. Every time he doesn't play, I don't feel like watching
it's depressing.
The Sixers.
It's depressing.
So Embiid is playing this Saturday against the Hawks, so that'll be good.
Yeah. Hey, look, check us out on social media. Check us out on ringthedamnbell.net. We have a newsletter that we do put out. If you want a little more in-depth perspective on these games, we're trying to write newsletters to kind of give you our perspective on what's going on. But other than that, please like and subscribe because, again, if you don't, I tell you this all the time, my buddy gets depressed. I got to medicate him. It's just a bad scene.
I don't care at all. Instead of subscribing, can you guys start a petition to get Josh Harris to sell the team or get him in a peculiar situation where he is forced to sell the team? Let's Donald Sterling him.
We'll pay money for that video.
Oh my God, I will. I will. Yeah. If you can get Josh Harris to sell the team, we'll come up with some kind of money. Now, I'm not going to talk the amount right now, but
might be like a Wawa gift card.
I still have a Wawa gift card somewhere.
We do. But anyway, look, for Ring the Damn Bell, I'm John.
I'm Sanoj.
And we are out.
Out.
I hit stop.
Sorry.